I got a lot of Twitter people ask me, do you have any regrets about appearing in the video with Chyna?
Of course, because I mean those decisions were made, and I hate to use, fall back on the old cop out. Well, we were all screwed up on drugs and whatnot, because really, Jim, I mean that is not an excuse. It's a reason, but it's not an excuse because we still made conscious decisions,
right.
And just even being together was ridiculous.
It was,
and I remember you commenting on it back when we got together, and it was laughable. And I mean, we were too close to the situation to realize it,
Yeah.
But I mean, for my kids, to have to deal with that, and just family members to have to, the embarrassment that goes along with that, from being so proud of me to being, the opposite. Maybe not necessarily ashamed, but I wouldn't blame them if they were.
Right. Well, it came out of nowhere because all of a sudden somebody said, "Hey, did you hear about xpac and chyna are doing a movie?" And I'm thinking like a, Oklahoma hillbilly. Oh, it's like somebody got me a gig, good. Oh, no, that's not that kind of movie. They're doing adult video. Oh, okay. Well, really? You sure? Yeah. It's already. And then I get all these tweets today. Did you realize it was the top-selling video release of 2006 by the AVN? I guess.
Yeah, I actually I'm an AVN award winner, Jim.
Well, I'll tell you this. You are the very first AVN award winner ever on the Ross Report. And I'm not saying you're going to be the last because I don't know where this train's going to drop us off at the next station. But in any event, here's what I admire. You answered it like a man. And people said, I'm sure he won't want to talk about it, but at least would you ask him if he has any regrets? And you've answered.
Why wouldn't I want to talk about it? There's so many new people that haven't heard me talk about it that are listening to this.
Yep.
I mean, there's reasons I talk about all these things and talk about being abused as a kid and, the drugs. And it's so other people can learn from my mistakes. And that's really cliche sounding too, Jim. But I mean, there has to be a reason for all this crap.
Absolutely. Well, here's the thing, pal. The message here is that you can come out on the other side whole if you choose to. You can.
Sure, and that's from just about anything.
Yeah, hell yeah, absolutely. Somebody said I should have Joni on my podcast, and I said, gosh, I don't even know how to get a hold of her, and I don't even know what she's doing. She was ubiquitous. She was everywhere for a while.
Yeah.
And then she's kind of dropped out of sight. And I'm hoping that her dropping out of sight is a good sign that she's maybe doing better.
I hope so. I mean, she doesn't have actually, she has terrible things to say about me. But I have to look at it from the vantage point of, she's been through a lot, and she's, I'm trying to sugarcoat this, I think, a little bit too much. She's pretty mentally ill, so the things that she said about me, I don't let hurt me as much,
Yeah, well, that's good because I'm sure that she's been in some tough places, man. I mean, when she was leaving, when she and Hunter broke up, and she found out that Hunter and Stephanie were seeing each other, I was in charge of talent relations, so she's not going to go talk to Vince.
Right.
Guess who? Me. It was a very challenging situation to deal with because she was having a lot of trouble with that whole situation.
And that thing was only going to end up one way, really. When we're honest about it, it was only really going to end up one way. Like, she was going to have to leave.
Yeah, well, here's the irony of that deal. She'd been making good money. Really good money. And I don't know that we ever had any divas or females or women wrestlers or whatever the hell you want to call them make more money than she made a couple of years there during the Attitude Era. She made serious cash.
Oh, yeah.
That I would guess was somewhere hovering in that 7-figure range quite easily.
Oh, sure.
So, but her contract was coming up for renewal. And so so now I'm trying to be Dr. Phil, which I'm not qualified to be. And then I was trying to negotiate a new deal. And, I remember telling her, I said, Joni, I said, why would you want to be here? Really, why would you want to come to work every day and have to deal with this? It's not healthy. And I can't legislate who dates who. So we're in a situation where we can't solve your dilemma. And no matter how much money you get on your quote unquote next deal, you're not going to solve your major dilemma that's affecting your personal life. So you're right. It only had one way to go, and she went on about her way, and
she did well too until we got together.
Well, yeah.
Actually, no, she was already on the slope. It was just a gradual slope. It was just a bad mix.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Well, hopefully, she will, like you have worked very, very diligently to do, come out on the other side alive and try and do your best to stay clean and sober. I'm
doing very well, actually.
I know
in
you
that
are.
regard.
I know you are. Hey, I can tell. Listen to you talk. You didn't sound like your tongue is the size of Andre's shoe.